Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is an entry onto the Tools of the Trade playlist. That playlist and another review from it will pop up on screen in the last 20 seconds of this video. So for this, we will be taking a look at this. Doesn't seem overly exciting, but from my perspective, compared to what I've been using for the last 5 years, many reasons to be excited. Many. So this is a Snus portioner, all right? And it came recently with, actually, one of these came with each product. So I got two total with Macla products that you will be seeing reviews of early in the new year. But basically, even though it was handed out with a Macla product, it is a Snus portioner and it is very reminiscent, and I may refer to as such, to a plastic version of an X tool. So we're going to take it over the desk. We're going to take a closer look at it. I will show it in comparison to what I've been using, which is another plastic product, one that you may or may have not seen in the past with a broken pencil sticking out the end of it. That said, it has straightened out its act as of late, and there's no pencil in it at the moment. But we will be looking at both of the products, but the review is actually of this. Again, this came through Mr. Snuff with an order, and it came with, I didn't pay for it, with a Macla product. And there was no nod to the fact that they had sent it or anything. It was just in there. So, off to the desk we go. I do want to draw your attention before we head over there, though, to the links in the description. It is how this channel is funded. I do thank you for your consideration. Off we go. And here we are. So, as I said, it's basically a plastic X tool. The good part of this is why I have to show what I've been using to highlight why this is an improvement. Number one, the chamber is smaller and more correct to the sizing you would want. That and the action for the pull out has these thumb or finger and thumb in this case. And the forward, nothing can go wrong with that either if you use it as a syringe. Now, the one that I've been using has been this. Now, usually you see this with a pencil sticking out the back. That is because this slide action button, it's not even a button, it's just a place to get your thumb on, doesn't work real well. Now, I am in lower humidity right now, and that is the only reason I am guessing that it is working at all. And I just put my foot in my mouth because now we're back. There we go. As you can see, the chamber is much larger, and it's not really of the shape even that you'd want to use. That, and it projects all the way out. Now, I'm not exactly sure why that is. I never really thought about it until I noticed this one doesn't. As you can see, there is a significant size difference. Now, if you wanted to cut down the size, you just not make it as deep, which I have done before. That said, it's still a really odd shape, and as far as putting any loose snus in the upper lip with this, I have tried it before, not during one of the reviews. It is not pretty at all, really. So let's see what I broke out. Some snus that I already had open that was sitting in the freezer, I think. I think it's thawed out. So pulling this back, you would just, and you know what? Everything's black here and the light's not good. So I apologize for that. You're just pressing down. And this stuff may be still really cold, but... And then you can compact by using the plunger like that, and you have that. So taking the old one and doing the same thing. Yeah, this stuff. I should have maybe taken this out a couple hours ago. A couple hours longer than I already did. And there you go. So with this, if this action even works now, which it's probably going to not. Nope. Okay, so back to pencil we go, which is how you guys are used to seeing this. Compared to just to show sizing. This one is sort of what you would think a portion would look like. This one on end is shaped like a football and is absolutely humongous. I will say this, interestingly enough, I have tried this with a number of products, and it actually works pretty well with Copenhagen snuff, of all things. Now, mind you, I don't have a problem pinching Copenhagen snuff, not anymore anyway, so I wouldn't really need it myself, but it does actually work pretty well with that, and Copenhagen snuff works, reversing that whole deal there, it works well with it. So, but this is why the pencil's in there, because that thing just doesn't work by itself. So with that, we will take it back up top, and I will try this out in the upper lip. And we are back up top. Now, again, I want to stress again, because there'll be a comment, I know. You can't buy these. They're not, last I checked, which was the day before yesterday, I believe, they're not for sale by themselves. If they were, they'd probably be really cheap, which is why they are not for sale by themselves. But Macla products over at Mr. Snuff is where I have no affiliation. Do you hear me, YouTube? I have no affiliation. I am just merely pointing out or stating where I got it from by surprise. So, stuff is so sticky, it wants to put more. And then with this, and that's it. And that's how these are supposed to work. Could I have gotten a little better? Probably. A lot of the reason, though, that this is the way it is right now, which is not exactly where I want it, is because the product was in a freezer. And the product was opened some months ago and has been in a freezer ever since. Whereas with this, I'm not going to put a piece in like this. Tell you what, though, it's still got to burn. Product's still good. Just should have taken it out of the freezer a little bit earlier than I did. This is like just putting this in your mouth is, in the bottom lip, it's fine, and that's what I've always done with it. But I have tried at least one occasion doing it up top. Besides the portion being way too big, just no. So This is the size you'd want to go with for this. I mean, now, anything bigger, if you're using it as European snus is meant to be used, which is in the upper lip, anything bigger is not wanted. I was about to say not necessary, not even wanted. So, all in all, considering it cost me nothing except for the price of the product it came with, which that product was being bought anyway, pretty good deal. The construction is pretty solid. I don't see how you really could goof with this. The only thing that I have found it stops there. Okay? But if you wanted to force it, it does come out. There's some little nub inside. I haven't found anything on the plunger itself that keeps it at that. I'm just checking to see if this is actually... But it can be forced farther. So that should be of note. Anyway, this is the freebie plastic X tool that came with a Macla product from Mr. Snuff. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless. Is this camera looking at the... Okay, I had that adjusted wrong. As a professional. Take care and God bless.